And I love this because it goes, "You are live."
Is it live or is it Memorex?
What would be it'd be the old beta says or whatever. No, reel to reel. That's what it would be for me and stuff like that. Hi guys. So we have some things to talk about. Digger. Of course, you know him by now and stuff like that. We are here at Digger's in the gopher-hole back at Digger's Dungeon. And I'm going to try and post things up on the side chat to introduce some items. There we go. Some things to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is to remember that a lot of the events are coming up soon. The places to go are starting to get your information are starting to populate. I just want to remind you that some of the best places to go, of course, is the MiamiValleyNovas.com. Rob Schreider and stuff is getting information and putting it up as so. Make sure that you go there and check it all out. As he get and the people that are sending it to him, don't wait till the last minute. Please get it to him. But in the same respect, if something changes, make sure you get him that information as well, because Rob will put it up for you and give us all a place to go to watch it all and stuff. But if you don't send him any changes, then people are going to be upset. A lot of times at him, but he has no control over that because you all didn't send him the change information, but you got to send it to him. But you can't send it to him the day of. You do have to give him time to put it up because it takes a moment. It just not one of those instantaneous things where you see, I can't do that anymore. I did it once in about 20 years. There you go. You can't do it just like that because it just doesn't work that way. Another good place, once you go to Rob's site, go to MiamiValleyNovas.com. Another good place, once you get there, if you want to see actual physical content and stuff, is the flyers by Kevin. So Kevin Foust puts up a lot of the flyers, and you need to send them to him. If you want to get a flyer out there, make sure that you send it to him early enough so he can put it up. And if there are any changes, make sure you send him that information so that he can note those changes. Yeah, I know. Guys, sometimes they forget it. Yeah. So in sending it to him, if you don't even have a flyer, if you just make a nice little email, send it to him at kjinohio@gmail.com, Kevin will make sure that he puts that information up. You can either make a little text document, you can make a little, it's not PowerPoint. What is it? It's, it came with Microsoft. A little presentation
Word?
thing. Yeah, where there was another one and stuff. Publisher, so you can make a little publisher
notepad.
Notepad. Make a hand scribbling, take a picture of it, and email it to him. He'll put it up. So those are the places. Another place that's also linked to Miami Valley Novas is the Ohio Car Shows and Cruise In. Max Sprague. Max does a tremendous amount of work trying to keep this up and running and everything. So if you get a chance to do that, you can always go to the Facebook, check out Ohio Car Shows and Cruise Ins in the public Facebook group there, and you can submit either a friend thing or just go to the events thing and check it out, look it all up. There are some events, and I believe the big Ohio Car Shows and Cruise Ins number 2 is going to be up where it was before, I believe. You can check that out. The announcements are already up for that, the times, dates, and everything. So that's always good. You can always post your stuff there, but if you just want to go to MiamiValleyNovas.com, you can go to their car shows and car show event pages. It has a listing of probably 20 different places that it'll take you right to the information and places where you can give the information. Let's see. I think that's good for that. And yes, I do have a Facebook account now. So finally, and I found it enjoyable. But the thing is, what's happening is I'm being inundated with so much stuff, and my life is what my life is, taking care of mom and dad and taking care of all the other obligations that I have. I cannot reply to each one of them as quickly, maybe not at all, but as quickly as maybe some other folks would, that, during their day, whenever they're doing what they're doing, they stop and their phone tells them, hey, I got this, I got that, and do it right away. I don't have that luxury. In the middle of giving medication, in the middle of changing bedpans, in the middle of changing diapers, in the middle of my entire life, doing music videos or whatever I'm doing and stuff, I don't have the option to stop. Now, that's not saying I don't appreciate the contact. I do. I just want you to reply as soon or as quickly or maybe as often as.
Because you're a busy man.
I'm not trying. I'm trying to say that without saying that.
I'll say it.
Okay.
He's a busy guy.
So I'm trying to do as much as I can and still stay healthy. I'm told every week from a lot of my brothers and stuff that I've got to come first. I've got to stay healthy so that they can enjoy watching and doing and seeing and stuff, everything that's going on. I understand that, and I'll do my best, but I'm still trying to get to every show that I can get to, so it all, hopefully takes care of itself ultimately.
Well, and I think this year, 2022, between your talents of the way you make these videos,
I don't know,
me doing some drone stuff and some 360 cam.
I want to thank Digger
put it all
again.
in.
He knows how appreciative I am, but I want him to really know that I appreciate all that, because it was so cool. It's something more to mix and add into it. And
I think it's fun to do it. So I'll let him edit the stuff. I'll just go out and video it.
Yeah, that's fine. And that's going to work good, because I'll try and add that to everything. Like we were discussing how it needs to be done and stuff like that, suggestions and stuff on recommendations on how to do whatever.
And already on my 360 stuff that you've already, made a video of and stuff, or 2 videos of, that was my first time doing it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm already learning what my mistakes were and what not to do or whatever the next time. So
yeah, just preferences.
Basically,
and everything. I really
it's going to get better from here.
The whole thing is, and my motto really is, born to make mistakes, not to fake perfection.
Right.
I don't ever want anybody to ever say that I claim knowledge of anything, perfection of anything.
Well,
being
I know
good
now
at whatever.
that I need to hold the camera out a little bit further, because I ended up in too many of the shots.
Oh no, and that's why I put them up on purpose to.
I know,
to give.
I see myself on video and I'm like, he's a dork.
Well,
so, I hate myself on video. But
if it wasn't for us dorks and nerds, the cool kids wouldn't have anything to bitch about.
You got a point.
So there you go. Right? That's what I told myself all the way through high school and college. So it got me through. That's all I can say. Mm-hmm. So I do have the Facebook. He's going to do submissions when he can. He's a busy guy too. He has limousine services, has him scheduled to certain hours. Unfortunately, that will cut into some events, a great deal of some of the events, because he has responsibilities too that he has to be there.
Has a set schedule, and every night at 10 o'clock and every morning I got to do it. So.
So he's got to be there. So
Saturdays going to shows makes it tough, just because I can't go to a show until after that run is over with on Saturday mornings. And I don't know, it could be 6:30 or 8:30 in the morning. I have no idea.
And it can also, you can also get schedules the night before or hours before.
Changes.
So his is kind of like me. I never know. Oh, and the information for here. Let me put that up. The information for that happens a lot.
I'm so confused.
It happens a lot. Let's see. The information for me and stuff, my email, and I'm still getting a lot of emails, and I appreciate that. I get a lot of emails from folks that don't like to do the Facebook. They don't like to make comments on YouTube. They don't want other people to see their stuff. And even though the instant messenger on Facebook, direct messenger DM, whatever it is,
instant messenger,
whatever it is,
he's still learning.
It's not as secure as my email is, and a lot more people like to converse with me and know that no one else is going to know people in their business. And I can relate to that, and I can respect that, especially with a lot of guys that are in the hospital or VA. They know they can talk to me. You guys can communicate with me anytime. Just send me an email and we will go through, and I'll help you any way I can. And I'll give suggestions. Again, I don't claim to know nothing. I can just listen and
yakety yakety. Don't talk back.
Yeah, I kind of do talk back, but we'll converse with that and stuff like that. So it's all out there and everything. I am still taking donations for the Gopher Gas Fund, and yeah, right. And
show me the money.
I have a lot of the stuff that's being done right now to get ready for the Gopher Rewards, the Gopher Gas Fund, the things that I want to give back to you, and that works like this: I get a donation. I figure out for those upcoming shows and stuff on the donations and stuff, what I'm absolutely going to need. Anything above the gas funding and stuff goes back into items to give back to individuals. Because honestly, guys, I'm not doing this to make a living. I'm just doing this to be able to get to the shows, and then whatever's left over, I'll give you stuff back. Hey, Overland, how you doing? How you doing? I know you're
I'm here.
Yeah, I know he's probably at work. Yeah. Wait a minute. What now?
Gopher-hole?
Yeah.
Wait, Gopher-hole?
No.
I'm leaving.
It's not like your sheep, Miguel. This is a totally different thing. Remember, it's America.
You're saying you got a lot of hair.
I know. Hey. Hey. All right, Miguel. Yeah, I know. That's right.
Doc.
Miguel, I blame you, Miguel. You started it. He's on a short thread to begin with, to hold and maintain any type of continuity of decency.
You talking about him or me?
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh.
Decency. So anytime you guys poke the digger,
poke it.
No, don't poke it. I'm the one that has to live through it. So
this is his channel. Let's get it on.
We don't do that when you're here. Miguel has the channel. Oh, and it may see like he's talking about his sheep. I'm going to have him send you the pictures.
Okay.
No, I didn't think that was going to go like that. But anyway.
PRELIMO at prelimo.com.
Miguel, send the plane ticket from for the one-way plane ticket to Digger's house, and you can Digger will come over and spend time with you. So anyway, we got that up for the Facebook for all that information and stuff like that. This weekend. Okay, so this weekend event is the Bluegrass World of Wheels.
Link in the comments section.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll put that over there because that's the way I can make sure that it's getting to wherever it needs to be. So that is the one in Kentucky at Louisville. I wanted to go. I can't. I mapped it out and everything. And from here, from Mom and Dad's, it's 3.5 hours. That's there. Then 3 to 6.
Basically, that means 7 hours on the road.
Yeah, 3 to 6 hours.
You're probably only going to be there for 6.
Yeah, and then back and stuff. Dad had a little fall. We're setting up the house. That's why it's late getting over here today and stuff. But we're setting up the house to be a little more secure and padding things and more hand grabs and stuff and walkers and all that. We're working on all of that. So long story short, I can't get to the one. It's just too long of a distance away with things that are happening currently. So
yeah, I'd love to go to car shows in California too, but sometimes you just can't.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I won't be able to make that one. I apologize, but the information's up there in the side chat and stuff, and I'll try and make sure to put it down below if I haven't already. I can't remember whether I did or didn't, but anyway. So that one. But there is one that's much closer on, I believe, Saturday.
January 29th.
Yeah, the 29th. And that will be at the Brewery District.
Link in the description.
Yeah, there you go in the side chat. So it's the home brewed motorcycle show, and that's January 29th in Cincinnati. So that's much closer. That only takes like an hour and 10 minutes to get to that one. And I haven't gotten to take pictures of motorcycles, a lot of motorcycles for a while and stuff. Of course, it's
kind of been cold.
Yeah,
they're not really out riding right now.
Bikes. I love to take pictures of bikes, but as Digger and I were discussing about film and footage and videoing and photography and stuff. Bikes are a little bit harder to take pictures of because you have to get down, you have to do this, you have to do that, the shadowing and shading and the light and the filling, and when you set your ISO or you set
360 cam.
Yeah, you set your f-stop. Well, even that we have to set the ISO. How we were discussing about having to change.
And
some
I have played with that.
Yeah,
and I've
found
figured out how to jack that up, because
medium.
If you guys notice in some of those 360 videos, when I went under into dashboards, or I mean into interiors or under hoods or whatever, things were dark. It was all just me learning how to do the camera. So now I've learned to jack up that ISO a little bit. So that stuff will be a little bit clearer on the next videos.
Yeah, so we'll do that. But
we're learning.
If I can get down there and it's not too crowded, then and that's another thing. Like at a motorcycle show and stuff, since there are smaller objects, they tend to park them really, really close together. It makes it difficult and that's why I always used to like to use my stick to get in and get around and be able to video and stuff. But with the 360, it would be even better,
right?
To do things like that. So we'll see how that.
I'm anxious, man. I like that 360 camera.
Now, can you pronounce that name, Sylvan?
Sylvan Petronia.
Yeah. So
that's one of those.
That's one of those sex me sites and stuff like that.
Well, like I said, that's one of those.
Yeah. The reason I pointed this out to bring it up is because same way on Facebook, I get many friend requests and different stuff and whatever.
And I spammed and scammed.
Right. I try and respond to all of those. Here's the thing. The reason I have it is to be set up for most of the majority of all the car groups and or car people.
There's so much more information that's out there
that
you haven't had access to all these years.
Right.
And it's time you did.
Well, that's fine. But
it's a necessary evil.
Well, here's the evil side of it that I don't want to be necessary is that I get a tremendous amount of requests from ladies. Maybe the pictures are ladies. Who knows?
You all know what it is.
Who's on the other end?
We've all got it.
So, and those, as soon as I have a picture that just has whatever, and always says signal and, I want to talk to you, and they start doing this and that and whatever, I do not, I will not return the friend request.
You know that whatever you search for on Google, it translates over into, and Facebook, that's what you'll get.
No, I don't do that.
Ads and all that stuff. So if you're getting any weird ads, it's because of what you've been searching for on Google.
I don't. It doesn't. It's not happening. What I'm getting is because some other people that I may be friends with have become susceptible to whatever and have fallen into this. And then once they're a friend, then my friend link is linked to their friend link and whatever. So anyway, that's so if I pull up someone's account that's trying to become friends on my account, and I look at it and it only shows pictures of them half dressed, showing boobies, whatever
photos,
it's not happening. All those people
he's
that are
figuring out what you can do and what you can't do.
It's not going to happen. I'm not friendly.
We all have the same issues as far as weird friend requests and people trying to spam you, scam.
Well, that's why once we get Keith set up, Keith's not here today because he had to work, and he doesn't get any more time off until next week. He might be here next week, so hopefully that'll happen. But we're still trying to get his internet on the laptop that I built him set up and everything. Overland, what?
He says, you got to get a drone.
Digger has a drone. If you watched my videos, Miguel, I know you don't make them anymore, but if you'd watch my videos, you would see a lot of footage from Digger's drone.
That's something we're also going to be adding with the 360 video and the drone stuff and his regular videos and everything. That's why I say this year in 2022, Gopher Riders site's going to have a lot more different.
Well, you'll do stuff when you have time, but Miguel's also asking about, seriously, says, well, what do you like the most on car shows? Personally, I like the camaraderie. Personally, I like the people and those people. I love people that love cars, any car, it doesn't matter. And I love the ability to try and document some type of a history setting of that car and to see things that I feel may be going by the wayside because of certain either political, worldwide view or whatever. I believe we need to save as much of that history.
Bring back the 70s.
So, I can't remember 72 through, wait a minute, no, 60. 63 through 70.
So you can't even remember what
No,
years it was.
I can't remember what I can't remember. So, but I miss a lot of it. But I want to document that. No. This may be the last time. So I mean, that's what I like the most, and being able to talk to people about cars. And it's really a kick when I find a younger group that's coming in that's doing the old 50s, 60s, 70s hot rod thing. They're reliving it. To them, that's
well, it's
a throwback. To me, it's the way it is. I really appreciate that. Now, that's not saying I don't appreciate and like the new cars. I do. I honestly do.
But there's something about a 60s or 70s car that's
because I was there.
Retro
Right.
in the way.
Period correct. Yeah.
That is what's cool.
If you have a car, just like the 32 that I did on OP2, Dan Kemper, I did his and stuff. I put it on my Facebook thing again as a throwback to look back on and stuff, because and everybody asks him all the time, when you're going to finish this? What's it going to look like when you he goes, it is done. It's done. Period correct. As a 40, 48 series when WW2
probably
people come
way
back,
it would have been built like in 52 or something like that.
That's exactly the way. Exactly the way it was.
That's the stuff I think is cool.
So I mean, I like that, but I like the newer cars too and stuff. It's just, I mean, it's just, I didn't live through that era. So from all the 40s cars all the way up into like the mid 90s cars, that was the era that I'm familiar with, that I like, that I can whatever. It's not to say that I don't like the newer cars, because I do like a lot of the newer cars that have the retro, and I don't have anything against any of the what they call the import stuff and whatever. I've been to import the lines. It's fun, it's good, it's whatever, and I can appreciate
everybody's
all that
into different stuff,
because we're going to go on. It's going to get fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer. I just don't want to be forced out by the powers that be. I don't want to be forced out.
There may be a rice burner at a show or whatever. It's not my thing, but work and everything that the owner has put into it.
Definitely appreciate what's going on.
Major respect.
Definitely appreciates the drone. You are sick.
Who farted?
I don't know. There's some more. Ooh, look, Russian beauties. Two ATVs. Hi, Daryl DeLisa. Sean, hey, Sean, what's going on? Digger and Steve. It's Don, but hey, I'll take it.
Steve, Don, Mike, Mark, whatever. You could answer.
Oh, a 70 CUDA that still has the window sticker in it and stuff. Well, that's great. Wow. Did you ever find parts for that the door panel for that Mopar? Because I know you guys were hunting. Sean's dad had a 66. Cool, Sean. Really excellent.
65 Grand Prix.
Oh, 65 Grand Prix.
389, baby.
Yeah, we were talking last live about vehicles and stuff. We had just between me and you, we could sit here probably all night.
Oh,
and just
I mean, I've owned over 80 cars, so
yeah. So it's been I don't want to say that many, but I know.
Well, you got to think now. Probably 20 of those for me was limousines and party buses.
I'd have to say 30 cars that I actually own, but the majority of those would have been motorcycles in any form of disarray.
When I say 80, I'm counting some cars that I never had the privilege of actually driving, but I owned them for a while. I had a lot of cars that I worked on, that I bought and fixed and worked on and stuff that got resold or traded. The majority of mine always got traded. Yeah.
Because I was always trading for something more unique or different.
Well, I'm kind of like a woman. I will get a car.
Cool, Sean. It's all good, brother. It's all good. I appreciate everything you say and do.
I'll get a car though, and I'll be heavily attached to it and everything. But my problem is when a point comes to where I say I'm done with that car, not meaning I am finished with it, just meaning I'm done.
Right.
I sell it off and I find something else to work on. I just have to always have a project.
Oh yeah. You got to continue on and stuff. Let's see if I pull this up. Whoop.
We'll see if my latest project idea works out.
Oh, he's got a cool idea. We don't want to say anything
It'll
yet.
be something different.
We don't want to say anything yet. He actually has bids in on something that may turn out really cool.
Could be different.
Muzzle Mike will really appreciate that. And that's all I'm going to say, Mike. So, and I don't see Muzzle out there. Question: best car driven? What? The best car that we have ever driven, dude? I honestly,
the one I own right now, 13 Ford Flex.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah. 236,000 miles. I'm the original owner, and God, I still love that car every time I get in it.
Okay, yeah. Two ATVs is hunting for a 74 Cooter. 74 Cooter. The driver door panel and stuff. And they need a 318 single pulley for the harmonic balancers. So they need that. That'll be up in the side chat over there. I mean, it's difficult for me to say because as soon as I start to say the one, another one comes in, and it's difficult for me. I can probably say honestly, I've never had anything that I just didn't love horrendously. I mean, I would have never got it if I did.
Well, true.
Even back when I had money, way back, even back when I had money and stuff like that, 60s and 70s, even if I could buy just whatever, I usually didn't and stuff. I love Volkswagens. Absolutely my Volkswagens and trikes, Volkswagens / and trikes. And it doesn't have to be a Volkswagen trike. It could have been Renaults. It could have been Harley Survey cars. It could have been all kinds of stuff. And sidecars kind of go into that. Those are my true first loves. As far as that goes, I had cars before that and all that and whatever and stuff, but those.
And see, I'm the opposite.
I just love.
I like the cars that have space in them. Big,
Well, I love this. I had the station wagons. We had the station wagons, all the vans. We had like 6 vans. Then I
don't think I can handle like having a motorcycle with just side bags because for me it's just not enough space.
Well, that's why I always like trikes, always like sidecars. A hack, and a lot of people can't ride a bike with a sidecar on it, and probably shouldn't, because they're different. You turn one way, it's one way. You turn another way, it's a totally different animal. I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, all of those. We had all those vans. We had 4 different Suburbans. Had station wagons. So yeah, I mean, I do like that. But it didn't have anything to do about the room thing for me with those and stuff. It was just the ease of use of working on them and just getting in it. A whole 36 horsepower and just having a blast.
I have not had the privilege of owning a Volkswagen yet, but
you like the dune buggy, so
if somebody out there has a dune buggy for sale, I might be interested.
Reasonable,
if the price was right, and I like projects, so it doesn't have to be pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you some type of thing to.
I don't buy anything that's really nice unless it's a business vehicle.
Says, which city was you born in? And asking that does like to know. I was born in Spring. You were born in Spring. I was born in Marysville, Ohio. Way. Okay. Pterodactyls and Brontosaurus Texas.
Yeah.
Brontosaurus Texas is it? Look it up. It was real. They was trying to get a hold of the old gopher back in the day, and that's where I was born. Everything that's there now in Marysville, let's just say, was not there when I was born, so none of that was there. All of the big industries, all the big plants, all that stuff, we either milked cows, farmed it, or hunted on it. None of that was there, but that's about Marysville and stuff.
There's Muzzle Mike.
Where's Mike?
Bottom.
Oh, there. Hey, Mike.
Garden buttons.
Mike had trouble with the button. Hey, everybody can congratulate Muzzle Mike. He had his 1,000th subscriber. Digger is number 1,000. Mike, they may make you go to 1,020 before they actually officially let you.
I may only get counted as a half. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true too. He is SM all. He's small. but big and hard. Okay, I'm trying. Anyway,
he says you were the pilot on Noah's Ark.
I don't think I was the pilot. I probably was the navigator. That's probably why nobody can find the
I'm surprised you were on the Ark, because that would mean they would have to find 2 of you.
No.
And we know that there's only one gopher.
No. And I think that was a plan. I'm pretty sure I'm way too, but I'll do my part.
I think that mold might have got shattered before he was born.
No, it was definitely cracked. I'll tell you that. That was 2 ATVs was the pilot on the Ark.
Reading comments.
Yeah, that's what we're, yeah. Okay, Mike, take care, buddy. Be safe out there. Looking forward to a video. He does the ITL, the in the lawn, but most of the time here lately it has to be in the house because it's too damn cold. He's in Pennsylvania and stuff.
Even Florida's under a snow advisory or something.
We got a lot of that going on.
This jet curve.
Look, Overland goes, one gopher's dangerous enough. That's true.
That's
true. Yeah, everybody check out Muzzle Mike and 2 ATVs. Delisa put some stuff on what's the channel's name. That's her. What's the channel's name?
That's the name of the channel?
That's the name of the channel.
Who's on first?
Yeah, I know. But there's a whole story behind that. She'll tell you on there and stuff like that. But she always puts up stuff because they have an Alice, their dog, and stuff. Like they got cams all around the house, and they'll let the dog out, and it'll chase all the deer and the bear and all that stuff and everything and stuff like that. So, too bad they can't chase the neighbors away. Just saying. Yeah, that's a whole story in itself too.
I know nothing.
The Gopher twin was sane. So he was forgotten. Hey, I resemble that remark. So what was it? I think I had another thing here.
He doesn't resemble that remark.
I don't.
He's not even close to being sane.
Well, wait, are you? Yeah, but see, you're comparing it to you, so yeah. So
hey, I never said I was right in the head either.
I'm a little left, not leftish, but a little left and stuff like that. Also, I mentioned in the future we're going to start doing the car movies and stuff, cars that are in movies and different things. And I've mentioned a couple of that. We'll try and do that when time allows, and we've got things going on. But here are the links of some places where I view a lot of it. Now, remember, these 2 places are from the same person. They have a lot of snippets of movies, and it's basically it's called the car Chase Wonderland, which ends up being a lot of pretty much car crash Wonderland.
Pretty much tells you it's a lot of mutilated metal.
But you can watch full movies there, and it does have a lot of the movies that I will be discussing in the future and stuff. So
link in the description.
Yeah, link is in the side channel. There you go. Side chat, excuse me. So I think that was it as far as scheduling. We went off on a tangent a little bit here. Look, Topwater Tony. See, he's right underneath.
Oh, hey, what up, dude?
He's right underneath the Russian beauties. I think that's exactly where he would like to be most of the time. Just underneath the Russian beauties. Yeah. So 2 ATV is going to be live at 7:30 tonight.
Live at 7:30 tonight. Don't miss it. Be square.
I will try, but between 7:30 and 9:30 and stuff, most of that time is spent with mom and dad trying to get medication and stuff. But I will try. I will definitely try. What is it you want an answer to, Overland? 2 ATVs.
I want my answer.
Topwater Tony to Sean.
Whatever he asked must
Digger's
be
funny. Yeah, well,
funny looking.
I was gonna say, looks ain't everything. Tony, yes, Tony, yes.
Tony.
Oh, yes, underneath the rush. Well, you can't see it. You'll be able to see it much more later. Everybody else and stuff when it's all get finished. But yeah, he came in right under that. 2 ATVs, 1991 Chevy pickup. We will be reeling. Oh, you got okay. He's going to work on this. Is that the dually? That's not the dually, is it? That's just the pickup.
Yes, it is 5:50 p.m. in Dayton, Ohio, right now.
Yeah, we're still. I think we're in the same time zone. I don't know about
Well, he says it's 5:50 where he's at.
Yeah, so it's 5.
Two OVs in our life.
Yeah,
you're in the same time zone we are.
Yep, 60 seconds.
The original,
right? The original
with the yellow Mustang.
Yeah. Most of the videos and stuff and the movies that we'll be discussing and stuff will be older and or cult classic. Many of them will be black and white because they will be absolutely that old. So I'm just saying. But yeah, the Gone in 60 Seconds, even the original is hard to get the full movie. The Two-Lane Blacktop, as you've mentioned before and stuff, it's a little harder to get the original movie. And to show any video clips of anything like that, YouTube has all kinds of regulations. So what will probably be happening is there will be a screen behind us, or if we turn the dungeon around.
Got it. It's just in front of us right now.
I know. Isn't that weird? It's one of those. Well, maybe we can put it in. Just
this room
do
rotates.
the whole. Yeah. I'm just, his half of the room rotates. Mine is just fine. Son.
2,300 hours there. Means 11 p.m.
Oh, if we had to do a project together, probably my hands are shot. So
fiberglass bug.
Yeah, my days of doing project, mostly all I'm going to be able to do is point and go, you need to do that, or I would suggest do that, and it would probably be on a Volkswagen or something like that, or a motorcycle.
I don't know though. I was looking the other day, and the pictures of that Flossie look pretty wild.
Oh,
I'd get my hands
a
on
trike.
That.
Oh, you get a trike, we will ride.
No, I'm saying getting my hands on your trike to work on it and
help you get it back on. You're going to do that. I need you to weld some parts for me. I can't do certain things anymore.
Well, I'm ready.
So yeah,
I've been trying to get my uncle to give me his damn golf cart so that I can.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to lace paint a golf cart, but
that'd be sweet.
He won't part with it yet.
With the Flossie, I'm going to leave like it is. It was gel coated and high metallic in black and silver, and then trimmed in high metallic. It has nicks, chips, cracks, whatever. I'm going to leave alone. I just need it mechanically because that's all I need.
We'll
just like the gopher. It's just got to be mechanical. You know what I put it through. You didn't get to see it when it was fresh painted all those years ago. No. It looked good. The lace and everything, it looked good. It was good. I did it in a 3D lace where it was layers before the silver, and then did the ghosting of the lace on top of it, so it looked like the lace was actually floating, but setting in the sun and whatever and the dog damage. We're not going to go into that.
Don't put your dog on top of somebody else's vehicle.
I probably should, but I won't. Anyway, so yeah, do that. Let's see what but yeah, if you got a Volkswagen, a dune buggy or something, I definitely, I'd absolutely help you with that. But yeah, more than likely come over and help some if I could with the project that you're talking about.
Yeah, that project.
Yeah,
that's going to take some precedence there.
Yeah, I kind of like
that. So cool.
I kind of like to do that. If he gets it, you'll know more about that later. Overland loves the General Lee. I like the car too.
Who doesn't?
I
wasn't a Mopar guy, and I love that show.
Yeah, I liked the show, but I liked the real tight skin short shorts on Daisy. Just saying. I mean, but I like the car. Cooter, I think Cooter had a 69 Chevelle or 68 Chevelle in the show.
Oh, wasn't it orange or something?
No, his was blue.
Yeah.
His Chevelle was it was either 68 or 69. It was
I think
blue.
that was only season 1 though.
Yeah, it was one of them. That was one of my. I like that car, but I have a preference for a 69. I had a 69 Chevelle. We bought brand new. Whatever. It was Mom's car originally, and then I got it after she wrecked it. But she didn't wreck. It wasn't on her. It was like she took out 275 yards of guardrail in the wintertime.
How much?
On 275 yards.
That's almost 3 football fields, dude.
I know.
Did she not know where the brake pedal was?
No. That's the whole thing. It was during wintertime and in Marysville when they built all that new highway. And it was one of the big banking things that they built that goes around out by 33, 31, whatever, before
Right.
you go to Honda. So it's huge. It starts here and it goes way out around like that. It was snowing, sleeting, raining, whatever, and it was a 4-speed. So she took it down a gear, slowed it down, but still was possibly going a little fast.
Yeah.
And it started to slide, and as it was sliding, it started doing this. And you know how cars pick up speed on ice when they do that? It's a momentum thing. She went over the medium, the concrete medium, onto the incoming lane and pinballed, spun. Every time she would hit the guardrail, it would pick up speed and launch it even faster. So she went around this embankment like this, and it would hit it and spin it faster. So every time the front would hit, it'd spin it faster and it would pick up speed. The back would hit and it'd spin it 275 yards.
Might be a fun ride, but not something you want to experience in a car.
She finally came to the end of it, and both the back and the front were several feet shorter.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so my grandfather, back then he had the wrecking yard, so he had the wrecking yard and picked up a bunch of parts and just bolted on and puttied on and whatever. I didn't get to work on it until after. If I'd have got to work on it before, we'd have been much better off. But he was an old mechanic that made them run. No cut. He thinned his paint with kerosene and whatever was laying around. So the paint didn't last and all that stuff. And I spent years redoing it, but I love that car. I could do burnouts through 3 gears in that thing. I loved it. But anyway, so that was, I had a preference for that car. And so that and the 48, my first original one that I could actually drive on the street was a 1948 3/4 ton Thriftmaster, the pickup truck and stuff. So,
that's my bug. Larry's off-road in Dayton.
Oh, Larry's. Yeah. I did a lot of,
they're still building parts. They're still building.
Look, Tony said it's high noon there.
Where are you at?
Boy, we can't keep up. So 91 Chevelle pickup, 91 Chevy pickup will be, okay, that's the one in spring, original engine, 5, car crash.
Everyone says, yeah, I love General Easy.
Yeah. Look, Tony goes, it's high noon there. Thanks, Tony. Are you at work? Or are you sitting on the couch? I know. I'm trying to get this all down.
Yeah, see, he's got his finger pointed at the screen.
I have to because I can't see either. Even with these glasses, it's blurry.
Well, and I got those invisible bifocals, so you'll see me a lot of times going like this.
Oh, I thought you just uppity.
Yeah. No, I just can't see.
Yeah, buff it out. Joe could. Yeah, that'd be it.
Yeah.
Oh, Hot Rod. Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to remember the original name. I can't remember.
Tony's on the couch.
I can't. Yeah, Tony is. I can't remember the original name, but that's a good movie, and you can still get the full version of that out there. Love that Mopar, and when he took that Hemi out and put in the Willis, put it in there and stuff and raised it. That's a really good movie, good film. That was a cult classic. It should have been a much more higher rated movie, just like Two Lane Blacktop was. It should have been rated much higher than it was because of the content of the movie and stuff. But it was really cool. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. Oh, Dom, yeah. Yeah, I used to run out to Larry's when they moved to the new shop from the old shop and moved just down a little ways and built the new shop way back in the day. I used to be there. I was probably there every weekend, always picking up something because I was always breaking something, whatever. And then I started buying up bugs. I actually bought bugs from Larry and Ron. Ron is Larry's brother-in-law. So I bought a bunch of bugs and bugs parts from Ron and a couple of the other guys that work there at Larry's Off-Road. I've still got some of those parts and everything that everybody tries to get off of me. I'm not doing it because you can't get the original.
You can't get
the original parts anymore. And I prefer to have those original parts other than some of the knockoff parts. Now, some good quality aftermarket parts, but you're going to pay out the yang for them.
Well, that's just it.
So
AutoZone parts ain't gonna work.
No, not really.
Tony says Bad Boys 2 had a plethora of hot rods in it.
Yeah,
they did.
yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie, and it had good guys. But
the car chases and everything like that,
right?
Are cool
my preference on a
Yeah.
lot of the things that we will be doing and stuff will be pre CGI, so it won't be a lot of the computer aided stuff.
Yeah, what we refer to as a B flicks.
Yeah, the B flicks, but only call that out of love, not out of it's a B rated, but. A lot of people, just like a good thing is Gone in 60 Seconds, the original. That car, all that, the whole thing, there wasn't any CGI in the whole thing.
No, you know what? One guy did it. He did it with one car,
right? Pretty much that car, and he just pasted together through the whole thing. he did the acting.
The budget on it was what, $13,000 or something.
It wasn't much, and he did the acting, he did the stunt driving, and he did the directing.
Yep.
A lot of it. He did the producing. That was a lot of money out of his pocket that he did. He made that and several other movies after that were all linked and or related to Gone 60 Seconds. He was a stunt driver for years. So those are types of things that we will try and be covering. The history of that, the background of that, not only the actors, stunt drivers, and directors, but the cars and the car movies. That car still travels around.
Oh, yeah.
His wife / ex-wife, whatever.
Front end's all cranked up.
Oh, yeah. Had it and out for years and years and years. I'm not sure if she still is in possession of it or parity to keep it and whatever and stuff. But it'll be things like that we'll be covering
the original Eleanor.
Yep, the Eleanor. Yeah. Another one is Eat My Dust with Ron Howard.
Oh yeah.
Catch Me If You Can.
Was Eat My Dust the one where he stole the car that he raced
from the Roundy Round track?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the Camaro.
Awesome
the Camaro
movie.
that he took. Yep. Yeah. That used to be easy to get a copy of that and stuff. I have, as Digger will tell you, I've got a lot of stuff saved up. A lot of stuff. I gave him a big thing of zombie. That's why you'll like him, Mike. Zombies. Mike loves the zombie. He's got zombie killer stickers.
I am Negan.
There you go. He's got a bunch of zombie stuff and whatever. Or that. I like the zombie patrol guys, but I like one that's not overdone. There are some zombie vehicles that can be just overdone to where it's just beyond a theme. It's somebody making a comment. It's beyond themed and stuff like that. Oh, Corvette Summer was a good one.
Anything with Ron Howard and cars.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Corvette Summer. Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. I was just thinking about him.
So that was back when he could act. Just saying. But I shouldn't talk bad about Luke. But once you get to like Star Wars,
he got
37 or whatever, he got pigeonholed into it. Couldn't act in anything else. Oh, the Geyer.
It's called typecast.
The Geyer. The Geyer was a good one. He was in that, but that one didn't have cars.
Look at Gilligan from Gilligan's Island.
Oh my God.
Never was able to get another job.
But he was a big star before all that. Dobie Gillis and all that and everything.
I know,
but after that, he couldn't get anything. Neither could
actors once they get typecast.
Neither could Marianne.
Yeah, I think that typecasting, the whole idea of typecasting sucks.
Alan Hale, the skipper, Alan Hale.
Yeah.
That was Alan Hale.
Yeah.
He was a big, what they used to call the Saturday afternoon movies and stuff in theaters and stuff, cowboy. He did a bunch of cowboy stuff way back when. So did the Thurston Howell, the actor that played Thurston Howell. He did a bunch of cowboys way back when. I know. Well, Bones off of Star Trek.
The Forrest Kelly.
Yeah, Forrest Kelly.
Yeah.
He did. Oh, I've got, because Dad's a big black and white Western guy, and I've got
my dad
thousands and thousands of those for him. They were all back in there and stuff like that.
The good old days.
American Graffiti was awesome. I enjoyed it. Loved the cards, the whole movie, the premise, and everything like that. It's impossible to get YouTube to allow you to show anything without them that's freaking out.
The number one rated car movie there ever was. So.
But they've got some good ones out there. Two-Lane Blacktop, American Graffiti, they are out on DVDs. The DVDs comes in like a 3 or 4 DVD set or a single Blu-ray. and they have all of the actors, all the backgrounds, all kinds of interviews, on set interviews, pictures and video that was shot that was never used, all kinds of stuff on those. If you're really into that stuff and you enjoy that, and you've got an extra $200-300, I will pirate everything I can. I didn't say that. I will pirate everything I can off from the internet to view it and watch it and whatever, but I'm just not paying. I know. But I'm just not, I'm not going to pay several $100s for whatever and stuff like that. But you know, they are good.
What car movie was it? I'm making up this off of a comment that had a 41 Willys versus a 69 Cutlass.
That was Hot Rod. That was Hot Rod. I'm just trying to remember the.
Oh, okay. He did say it was called Hot Rod.
Yeah,
I didn't see that part.
It has another name. There was another original name. I just can't remember it. And I should know it because it's going to be on my list. One of the things that I looked up. It was also known as something else when it was released into cinemas. A lot of Hot Rod back in the, so when they released a lot of movies, 40s and 50s, they didn't put Hot Rod or this or that in a lot of the names, because when they went to theaters, the people,
I would imagine the people
thought it meant a bad thing.
Hellraisers,
right?
Because
thought it
Hot
meant
Rod's
a bad
back in 1950 or whatever. If you said you had a Hot Rod or something, you were like,
right.
Oh my God, you're a villain. You're a bad guy.
Most people over 25, most people over 25 thought it was a bad thing, thought you were a hooligan or whatever, stuff like that. Well, hooligans got to be an endearing term. It started out bad, but it got to be an endearing term. All of that. People thought it was bad, but in my generation and in my circles, it was a good thing.
Well, yeah.
So it was kind of like, it wasn't hoodlums.
No, but
hooligans,
it was people doing
having fun, enjoying stuff, because they used
doing stuff that you weren't really the normal people didn't do.
Back in the day, like when
legally, of course.
Yeah, back in the day when the Our Gang comedies and stuff and all of that, and Alfalfa, Spanky, and all that. They were
Spanky.
Yeah. The religious folks would call them heathens.
Yeah.
Heathens got to be hooligans, and hooligans in their ways, when it was a bad type of thing, was hoodlums. Hoodlums is a different thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now
we're hoonigans.
Yeah, hoonigans. Yeah, that's that awesome cars. He has some awesome cars. Can we afford them? No. I like, because they have skins on them that aren't even the cars that they are, but like the Mustang he has and stuff like that. That's some.
But I'm saying, that the term hoonigan, you can actually look it up, and it has a specific,
connotation.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. That big word.
Sorry.
Right. I don't do them big words.
All those years of college, I apologize. I'm trying to live it down. I really am. I've done a good job.
I went to college too, but God, I've been working my butt off to try and forget about that crap.
I've done a good job of covering it all up. This disguise works wonders. Who we got out there? What we got going on? Let's see. American Beauty, Sean, Top Order Tony. Oh, Rebel Without a Cause. Rebel Without a Cause was a good. Oh, the California Kid with all the famous people that was in it. That was really cool. I've seen many of movies and or documentaries on those cars and stuff.
What the heck was that guy's name that was in California Kid?
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, the dad.
Senior.
Yeah. And then Martin Sheen is the son.
Martin Sheen is
Estevez is the other.
Martin Sheen is the dad. Okay. Charlie Sheen is the son.
Well, and
Estevez is his half brother.
If I remember correctly, Sheen was originally from Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, the Sheens are. Dayton or Kettering won.
Yeah.
Just like Rob Dyrdek, we're not talking about.
Oh, hey.
We're not talking about.
Other than.
We're not talking about.
You can't go to that specific channel on television and watch anything but his show.
Talking about it. Yeah. He's making money. More power to him.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I think his stuff's quite funny.
More sex videos. Okay. Okay, Overland. See, because Overland, it's like
You say it was like 11 p.m.
11 or 12, because usually when we have our chat and stuff, which I missed, sorry I missed it last night. I really am. Things just, my entire internet went down, and then mom and dad, and it just got, I apologize. But yeah, usually when we're chatting at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it's time to get up over there. But since you're probably only going to get up to go to vacation anyway, I'm just saying.
Oh, is it
Miguel?
Is it that long time of the month?
No, Miguel. Miguel's the one that only works like 3 days.
That's what I'm saying. Is it the long time of the month?
Yeah, it must be. Oh, the Kenny Rogers movie, Six Pack. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good comedy movie. That was good. Yeah.
Back on Kenny Rogers.
Hot Rod. 2ATV says that Miguel has a Hot Rod Yugo. Oh, James Dean. Any of the James Dean movies, but he only made so many. The thing is, in that there was only 1 or 2 that were one that was car movie, and then he ended up dying and going way too fast and taking someone with him. But there's a whole documentary on that too. There's several of them. One where it says he was at fault. Another says that something else was at fault. I don't know. I wasn't there, because if I was, I probably would have been driving. We never would have made it out of the parking lot. But so I don't know, but you can watch those. They're out there. See you, Overland. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we'll talk about Yugos later. Yeah, well, were Yugos made in Portugal? Just saying. Maybe that's why there's not any of them around anymore.
You do know they're called a Yugo, right?
Yugo.
Okay. We actually had we called it the John Deere Yugo.
Don't you down John Deere?
No, this was impressive. My brother had the RC track here in Huber Heights.
Oh yeah.
The dirt oval.
Yep.
And the off-road in the middle. And what we used to do is take a Yugo car that had a 1-inch trailer hitch on it. And we made this apparatus out of railroad spikes and everything, and a framework. And we'd put it on the back of that Yugo
and drag the track.
And then me and another guy would stand on the back of this thing and hold on to the back of the Yugo, and he'd just drive us all around in circles and everything. And that's how we would tear up the track to redo it for the next race.
So
it was the John Deere Yugo.
Yeah, when we did the off-road drag race, the dirt drags and sand drags and whatever, we used a lot of Volkswagens and Renaults.
Yeah.
Renaults were cheap back in the
Renault.
Well, no, Renault.
I know.
Anyway,
to me, it's Renault.
Yeah. Back in the day and stuff, we used a lot of those. The Fiats were.
Now they use smart cars.
Yeah, they use smart cars for everything. So there's a bunch of them out there, but we used to use those.
I think all the Street Outlaws guys all own a smart car.
Yeah, they've got the only ones that are running, because everybody else I know.
Good point. Well, yeah, but all they had to do is quarter mile.
All right,
it's not like they actually drive them on the street.
Yeah, Tony's asking if we're going to the one this weekend. No, we mentioned that earlier. I put up information so everybody can go out and get to it and stuff like that.
You must have logged in a little late.
It's too long. He was on the couch. Don't pick on Tony. Don't pick on Tony. It's all right. We all understand. It's that long of a drive for me, and that long of a drive back, and the time I'd spend there, that's too long away from mom and dad, and dad's had some issues lately. So no, I won't be making that one. There are other ones that I put up in the side chat. There's information. If you scroll back up, Tony, there's other ones that I'll try and get to. And I did put up links to a lot of the places and coming soon car shows. So we've already put that up, but thanks for asking, brother. Are you going to make it? Are you going to, do they have a couch down there for you? We're waiting for a response. He may have fell asleep.
We were waiting. Oh, waiting.
Anyway, so
karaoke on Tuesday nights.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's a response. He said there is a couch at the show. He will be on.
Save him a spot.
That's one thing we've got to do, is be able to get Tony one of those couches that has a motor on it. So like my scooter, his will be like either an armchair or a couch. Oh, that would be so cool if it was a couch, because then he could take Katie around or smart guy. The smart guy, we could take Keith around on it.
Dude,
stuff like
we can make you a like a love seat go-kart.
Yeah. Hey, Cody, what's
bring me
up,
some
buddy?
parts. I'll throw something together.
Yeah, Cody Collins. Cody Collins is out there. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yo, Cody.
Tony goes, yes. So that would be good. That's what you need to do. You need to get the professor, Tony. You need to get the professor to build you something. I mean, you could even
Black
get
leather.
You could, yeah. You could
love seat,
No, ooh, the sweat. This, well, maybe
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He would
You wanna
like
go
he
with
would,
leather.
He
Hey,
would like that. He would like that.
You're gonna have it outside rolling around. Might get caught in rain. Be better off if it was leather.
Yeah. Or the Naugahyde pleather thing that came into is just back when we were doing the upholstery back in the 70s and stuff like that. That stuff was so thick. It was like bulletproof stuff. High metallic would have been bright green metallic. So
now he could cruise around though at car shows on his little love seat.
The love seat.
And he could do interviews with people with their car in the background hanging out on the couch.
Yeah, the problem is he'd be going to all of the representatives booths with all the showgirls, and we know who he'd be riding around on the love seat.
And you got a problem with that?
No, I don't have a problem at all.
See, I don't
have a problem at all.
I'm small. I'll squeeze right in the middle of that couch.
Cody said he's got thank you, brother. He's got the sticker on the old truck. Well, cool. I'm glad it's still running, man. I hope to be able to see it out.
He says they've already talked about a motorized recliner months ago.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, from the Lynchburg. Yeah.
Do it.
I hope to be able to make sure.
I dare you. I double dare you. Double dog dare you. Come on, do it.
Anybody that has information about cars, I'm trying to rein it in. It's really
do it.
You know that little dog that you had on and it just like you just couldn't. Yeah. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm so quiet when the camera turns off.
I know he doesn't say it. He's just gone. You put him in front of a camera, he's kind of like. Well, I don't want to mention her name. Anyway, crazy Katie. You just don't want to know what she really does. Anyway, yeah, Cody, if you send me information, make sure you send me information about the Mafia show, and anybody out there that has information, if you can get it to, like I said, get it to Rob, MiamiValleyNovas.com, get it to Kevin Foust or Max Sprague, get it out on Facebook, get it to those places. We can get that up and we can start getting a list because there's only so many dates, guys. Ohio, those 3.5, 4 months that we have to be away, we are chomping at the bit to get out and pack it in deep. So by June, July, got your information out and got it set, then those times will be taken up by other people, and most people won't go to those.
First come, first serve.
Most people won't go to those that come late. I mean, unless it's next door. I will try and cover as many as I can. I do have to watch it because I've come close in past years of doing too many in a row and getting ill. I seriously, the older mom and dad get, the more health issues and stuff, I really have to kind of protect. But I still will do as many as I possibly can. Yeah, motorized recliner. He said that him and the professors already talked about a motorized recliner, Tony. Cool.
That one does wheelies. Burnouts.
Yeah.
Line lock. Couch lock.
Listen, as long as when the ladies get in it, they can't get out, he'll be good. Yeah, the show links and stuff, Tony, are way to the beginning.
Yeah.
But I will try and remember to put a lot of that in the below listing and stuff afterwards, down where the comments go. Thank you, Cody. I really appreciate it, brother. I want to get out there, brother, and see everything. Hey, Delisa, Topwater Tony wants to talk to you. That's who you need to talk to right there, buddy.
But who are you talking to? Him or her?
I'm talking to Topwater Tony. Get with Delisa, talk with her. Her husband Daryl will be there. It'll be all right.
And his other brother Daryl.
It's the other brother Daryl.
Who what?
Topwater Tony. Who? I believe that's it. Yep. Kevin Foust. It's kjinohio@gmail.com. But also there is a link above, and I'll try and again post it below. And it's on my channel, and it's on Miami Valley Nova's channel and stuff. You can go to click on the link with Kevin, and it'll take you. And he's the one where you send all the flyers to and stuff. He has the big Dodge, the big red Dodge. You can't miss it. It's awesome. Tony's smiling and crying. So, anybody else out there got anything that they want to mention and talk about and whatever?
La 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 la.
Oh. Next week, I'll try and have some Tennessee gopher water. That's a long story. A long story. From way, way, way back. Yeah, it is a great truck. He's awesome. Took him 13 years, and that thing is absolutely beautiful. And he drives, I forget how many thousands of miles every year to all the shows and stuff. He drives it. In its entire lifetime, it's only been on the trailer twice, and one of that was to bring it home from wherever. And I think the other one was to take it back out to Iowa for one of the big national shows. And other than that, every place in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. I don't know if he's been to Michigan. I don't know if he's been to PA.
Well, it ain't no fun if you can't drive.
But he drives it, brother. He drives. If you
never
know which one we're talking about, right?
drive.
To the big Dodge War.
Yeah. So say I just can't see having a vehicle if you can't get out.
The big weapons carrier and stuff. Yep, that'd be good, Cody. All right. I have covered just about everything that I need to, and I will have to get to give medication later. Have anything?
Nope. It's too cold. I don't have
Yeah,
anything.
it's it is kind of chilly.
It's like 23 degrees out.
It was,
right
yeah. I'm glad the wind's not blowing like it was a couple days ago. A couple days ago, it was. You step outside and it's like,
oh, it shoots right through anything.
And the gopher will run. It'll go. It's just that when any of that moisture freezes on ice, 3 wheels on ice is really, really. Now 3 wheels in snow. The deeper the snow, the better, because then the front end acts like a rudder and goes really well. And with all that weight on the axles and stuff like that, even though it's these little teeny skinny 13-inch tires,
they cut right through.
Yeah, they go right on through. But ice, not at all. Sometimes when it first rained, because it's just like riding a motorcycle when all the oil and debris is on the road and it first rained and that all comes to the surface, and motorcycles are really unstable then. Sometimes it'll get a little iffy and you kind of got to steer with the rear wheels. So you got to kind of do the
sounds fun to me.
No, you've never seen me drift that thing.
No.
Oh my God. One of these days we got to find a parking lot that has just enough condensation moisture with oily base to it and stuff, or make one. Yeah, stuff like that, and watch that thing drift, because
I'll video it.
It will lean, because since it's the suspension, the way it's set up, because it only has motorcycle suspension on it. They took the car suspension off and just put motorcycle coilovers on it. So when I'm in it, if I do this, it'll really lean. That's one of the reasons, like going down the highway.
You get it up on 2 wheels too, don't you?
Yeah, I can. But see, it's an open spool. The transaxle is open spool, and when that one wheel comes off the ground, it'll just spin like crazy. And then that sudden jolt when it comes down is hard on the it can actually split the transaxle. So I don't do that.
We need to get in there with a welder and kind of.
No. Not in this. No, not in this train. I can't get parts. I can't get parts now. Now the Volkswagens you can get
Lincoln locker.
Yep, you can get lockers for the Volkswagens and stuff. We used to run when we did the sand drags and or the street drags and made those bugs and trikes. And that's another thing. They don't let you run trikes on drag strips much because they say they're unstable. Well, yeah, but Lord, everything's unstable.
I don't see how it would be unstable with the rear ends as wide as they are.
Well, it's the whole thing is most of the time the front end's in the air. And since you see in the sand, when the front end comes up, you just lean from one side to the other, because you only have like 4 to 8 pounds of air in the big balloon tires, and you can steer.
Right.
So when you compress that tire, it tends to go, because this tire is bigger, it goes that way and goes that way. Well, on a drag strip, it does have a tendency to go up, stay up, and it's a little harder to steer. But motorcycles are the same way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've seen guys hanging completely off the side trying to get it to turn one way.
I've
than
seen
the
guys
other.
come off the bike, and the bike just goes
Oh,
on down
yeah.
the strip without them.
Hey, I've been that guy. You think this
Bikes don't need a rider; they just need somebody to get them rolling.
Yeah, this got that cherry by not falling off. It ain't happening.
You're the same height. There's a reason for that. I'm sitting on a cat house. It's the only way I can be up here. And
It's a cat house.
yeah, it's a little cat house.
Digger has a cat house. Anyway, he does. You ought to see. If you haven't seen,
If I sit in a normal chair, I'm down here.
Tony, he's just
not 4'11", man. I'm 5'1¼
I was
Don't
gonna
forget
say-
the quarter.
I think Digger might just be a tad shorter than you, but not by much.
I missed dwarfism by this much.
By this I couldn't be a dwarf if I was laying on my side because anyway. Tony meow. Listen, you haven't seen
Doc.
You haven't seen he has a cat. That's the doggiest cat I've ever seen.
Where you at, Doc Dog?
There's got to be some dog in his DNA because this cat is awesome.
I tell people all the time, he looks like a cat. You think he's a cat, but he's a dog.
Tony said he's 5'7". Is that your age? 57?
Can't say much. I'm 55, so
I don't think Tony's that old.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think I was out of high school and in the jungle by the time he was even out of high school. Probably. I don't think he's that old.
How old are you, Tony? He ain't gonna say.
Tony, are you counting the years that you had that other persona as of L.A. Wayne? See,
You went there.
I know I went there.
I didn't
I'm
say
waiting
it.
for an answer.
I'm as young as I feel.
Oh, damn,
He ain't gonna tell you.
I'm a good
He's
90.
like a damn woman.
I'm a
He ain't
good
gonna tell you.
90, 95 then because I feel old, brother. I feel old for real. All right. We have kind of run out of cars. But I know you have. I didn't mention the other ones because then all the strippers will be calling me again. Just saying. Yeah.
No.
I wish Keith was here because I don't want to say anything without Keith being here. Now, wait a minute. What's it?
You'll be picking on my cats, man.
It's not. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate you keeping it clean. We know what you meant, though. Boom, boom, pow.
Don is 2,095 years old.
Well, yeah, that's about right. That's got to be Daryl. Delisa wouldn't pull that on me. That's got to be Daryl. See, that's what I hate when they make comments. You never know whether it's her or him. She needs to jump in. She needs to jump in on what's the channel's name. Oh, Cody's 5'9". Yeah, I understood what it was. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, how in the hell did you know that before he posted it? But he had posted it twice.
Yeah. Tony goes, don't forget leap years. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I was back on some Tony, I was back on some of your old videos back when you had more females on the boat. What's up with that? Just saying.
Can't get them like that nowadays.
No, oh my God, you went both feet into it.
Did he get too much gray hair? And now
No, Tony don't have gray hair.
I thought he had a couple little spots here and there.
Tony don't have gray hair.
I know I got a lot more than he's got.
He gets his in a bottle.
Well, I mean, you see little whiskers here and there.
Oh, Delisa's asleep. Well, I hope she's doing all right. Tony goes, yes.
Yeah, see, he's got gray hair.
Those were the good old days. You have gray. I haven't got to see you in a long time because by the time I'm done doing all of mine,
You just get started.
You're just getting off the couch and showing up. All right.
Not that you're lazy. You were probably just smarter.
It has nothing to do about.
I tell you, when we went to Cincinnati, dude, it was cold that morning.
Yeah, I had him and Keith up way before the sun. I think we were down there just as the sun.
Well, you got to remember, I had been up since 5:30.
Yeah, you didn't get to sleep that whole day until we got back.
And even then, I don't think I went to bed until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome to my world.
Hey, my world's not much different.
I know. It's
got a weird schedule.
It is.
Yeah, so he says, that's way too early.
Oh, I know. That's what he always told me. Because I'll be someplace and I'll be almost done. He'll show up and I'll be getting ready to leave. And he asked me what time I got there, and I'll tell him. He goes, "Wow, that's way too early."
Well, yeah, I remember that when we went down to the
horsepower.
No, the hot rod tour.
Oh,
you were there. You were there at like 6 a.m. or something. And
but he got there right. He did that day. He got there right after.
I thought he didn't get there until like 9 a.m. or something. And you'd already been there for 2 or 3 hours.
Well, I'd been there sitting for a while, but that he got there around 9. That 9 a.m.
Oh,
that's Tony. That's
super early for him.
Early. Love brother. I mean, because his is always the noonish thing.
Get there a little after 10 a.m. on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, only for fishing.
Huh.
Yeah. You ought to watch some of his old fishing videos. They're pretty cool. Just go through and see the ones that have females in the thumbnails. Watch those. Just saying. I'm just saying. Because Tony's always usually got a good point of view with them catching the fish.
Have to. Tony, 360 camera. Invest.
Oh, we've already got a bet going. So we'll let you know who wins when we know what happens. But anyway. All right. Listen, this has just gone way off the car thing.
Does it really matter?
No, it doesn't, but way off the car thing. But I do have to get going and stuff. I appreciate everybody in the side chat, everybody coming in, everybody watching, everybody making comments. I will try and get that video. Top where Tony's laughing. Cody's. I will try and get the information of the things that I posted in the side chat down below. And thanks everybody for stopping by. Hopefully we'll be able to do the car movie thing soon. I don't know when, but hopefully we'll still be able to try. And I can't say every week, but at least twice a month, we'll try and get down here to
when you get around to it, you get around to it.
I have several round two. Actually, I've got one from Shane.
I have.
You got one of Shane's?
Oh yeah. I have the 6 cents.
Most people give me the wooden nickels. He gave me a.
See, his is worth 6 cents.
I know. Yeah.
More than wooden nickel.
That's another thing I really feel bad about is not being able to be down there. Shane will be down there doing a lot of stuff for the charities and everything, a lot of the pinstriping with his group and his buddies and all the other pinstripers and everything. I really feel sad about that, not being able to get down and get video of that and help promote and support that. But I'm sure either Tony will get down there or one of the other guys will get down there and stuff. And we'll do what we can about getting the word out and everything. So, all right, guys, we're going to go. Let's check this. Got to see me. That's Daryl. So top 20. Yeah, that's him. I know. I can't. I think anything else. All right, guys. I'm going to close it out. And till the next time.
See ya.